Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot Warped. In the last episode, we entered the second warp room here, and we did a couple new levels, including one with a new theme. And now it's time to move on to level 8, Hog Ride. We have one crystal, obviously, we have one gem, and we have the relic that we're not going to worry about yet. Oh, no, we were going to get a cutscene, but I guess not. So, this is the first of the motorcycle race stages, otherwise known as my least favorite thing about Crash 3. The way these work is, you're in a race, and if you want the crystal, you have to get first place in it. If you don't get first, if you don't get the crystal, you have to try it all over again. It's actually quite frustrating. This first one's not so bad. This is by far the easiest one, obviously, since it's the first one. And also, I tend to have to do these 3 times. Once for the crystal, once because of the time trial, and it's not always the easiest thing to get all the boxes on the same run as the crystal. I might have a decent chance at it this time, but I'm not holding my breath. Because getting all the boxes tends to be something where you want to go slow, and getting the crystal tends to be something where you want to go fast. Yep, I only got the gem. I only got second place. So we're going to have to do it all over again. What I don't understand is why these levels even exist. I mean, if I were playing a racing game, sure, yeah, okay, I get first place and I get stuff, but this is a flipping 3D platformer. I don't know why, exactly, I need to have to win a race in a 3D platformer. Crash 3, you're so silly and weird about genre conventions. I don't know if you can get an extra boost at the beginning of the race like you can in Mario Kart if you time it right, but maybe? I don't like the motorcycle levels, and of course, so because of that, they make you do 4 of them, at least assuming you want to do the stages in the secret warp room. Other than that, there are only 3. Naturally, the later levels give you more obstacles, longer courses, police cars move, all sorts of stuff. I guess one good thing about these is that you can't die. Doesn't matter how much stuff you run into, you can drive into the pits. You still won't actually lose any lives, and you can't take damage, so one small mercy, I suppose. Like that, a perfect example, and that cost me the race. And I guess at least they don't take very long, or at least this first one doesn't. Just why? Why do the motorcycle levels have to be a thing? At least the jet ski ones could be taken at your own pace. And you could explore, if you wanted. These are just dumb. Okay, let's see if we can do this right this time. Don't go off the road, don't run into stuff. It's pretty... well, it's obvious, but not necessarily simple. Hit as many speed boost pads as possible, but not to the point where you run into stuff. I don't know if going over the jumps actually helps you or not. I would assume sometimes it does, and sometimes it probably doesn't. Obviously, go over the ones that are over pits, lest you fall into said pits. But like those two, I don't know if I should have just driven around them. Okay, come on. One more car to pass. Oh, and I don't think the cars have rubber band AI either, so that's good. But I could be wrong on that. Nope. Alright, there we go. We got ourselves a crystal. And we don't have to worry about that stupid level again until we start doing the time trials, fortunately. Anyway, moving on to level 9, Tomb Time. It has an extra gem, and all the other stuff, of course.
Good
Hello
day,
there.
mates. Dingoδιle's the name, and Uka Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystals to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Yep, he'll be our second warp room boss. Or second boss, I guess that's kind of redundant. But yes, we have another new theme, and thankfully this is just a traditional platforming stage. We have an ancient Egyptian kind of thing going on here. I guess we're doing the Indiana Jones thing or something. I don't know, I've never actually even seen Indiana Jones. But yes, and we have the typical sitar-heavy music. We have hieroglyphs, we have jumping crocodiles, and for some reason we have slippery black oil. I guess we need to introduce some freedom to these stages, or something. And we have buttons that open doors. Alright, so first checkpoint. Now some of these platforms, well the platforms with beetles on them, I guess they'd be scarabs? Those will fall. The ones that say Neo on them don't. And we have our bonus room. And it starts with TNTs. That's not usually a good sign. But whatever. That's another thing I didn't like about Crash 1, is the bonus rooms were actually surprisingly tricky. There's also this. I don't know if you actually have to crouch jump there, but you have to do something. And there we go. Oh, and I guess we have 95 boxes for this stage. I completely forgot to check how many were in level 8. Moving on. We have this, which makes this ink platform start moving, and that is some weird depth perception there. Especially for a part that's basically side-scrolling. And we have a monkey and some pots, apparently. Destroy the pots and the monkey just cowers in fear. And then we have these. Big falling wooden blocks. Don't get crushed and don't get pushed into the pit. There's our Uka Uka, our first one. So this, right here, you see those holes on the walls? Those are traps. They will shoot darts at you if you go into the light corresponding to whichever pair of holes it is. I did not figure that out for the longest time. I just tried to run through there and I was wondering why I was getting shot. And assumed the lights were part of the aesthetic or something, I guess. But I guess now I know. And now the walls move on their own. Another checkpoint, and here's a path split, but we can't really do much with the left path, because it requires the purple gem to get through that, and probably at least one, maybe two power-ups that we don't have yet. So obviously, we're ignoring that for now. And now we have some timing to deal with. Press that, jump on that, get through there before we get smushed. And similar kind of thing here. We can wait on this platform as long as we need to. Tricky jumps here. Ah, I just spun away an extra life. That was totally not what I was going for there. That sucked. Oh well. And now we have to actually climb up on these things to get some boxes. Well, that could be a problem. Especially since it looks like you have to crouch jump to reach them. And it's kind of hard to see where they are. Whoa! Yeah, well, at least we start right out of here. Let's try not to move too much to one side. I thought I was going to get crushed there. Then we have this guy. That flamethrower looks like the kind of thing that would have a big hitbox. But whatever. Bye-bye, snake. And more falling scarab platforms, and here's our power crystal, finally. And now, we have to jump... Well, we have more of the ink platforms. A little bit tricky here, but nothing we can't handle. And there's the end of the stage. We got 75 out of 95 boxes. Well, I certainly didn't see anywhere else where boxes could have been except in that side path, so I'm assuming that's where the rest of them are. Didn't even get one of the gems. You know what? I think we can handle doing this and the boss, can't we? Let's go into level 10, Midnight Run, and it's another Coco one. Given that and the preview in the portal, you can probably guess what we're dealing with here. Yep, it's time for the Great Wall of China, traversed via Tiger again. Also known as one of the stages where I lose a lot of lives completely by virtue of my own devices because I keep missing boxes. Such as this one. I don't know what it is about that box, but I've had so much trouble getting that in previous failed takes that I eventually just said I was going to do it over again. But at least we got to the first checkpoint. Obviously, since this is the second one, in the second warp room, we have more stuff in the way. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to jump on that guy. First death due to missing boxes, okay. Yeah, these are the closest thing we're gonna get to the pig ride levels, obviously. Oh, okay, well that one wasn't intentional. I just jumped too early. If any time, if these levels ever make you use the fast run, well, that's probably a place where they do. I have a feeling that's what you need to get both of those. I didn't need to run there, I was just getting impatient. Ah, that is actually kind of tricky, it looks like. Maybe if I start running before I get up there. There we go. And I missed the checkpoint. Go me. Wow. If I'd gotten the checkpoint and missed the next box, I would have been okay, but... Wow, I am just doing terribly at this stage. Maybe going on to this one was the wrong decision, and I should have just saved it for next episode. Well, too late to worry about it now. Okay, there we go. Why was that so hard? Apparently because I'm an idiot. And now the dragons can change height halfway through the screen. Or across the screen, rather. Okay, that was just careless. Poor Coco not only fell off her mount, but right into the pit. Thank goodness for cartoon physics. There we go. I can handle careful maneuvering. Don't jump on that guy. I think you can actually plow through those barrels if you run. Never really explicitly tested it, and dang, I was doing so well, and then I just had to go and miss another box. Okay. Yes, you can. You can actually just break those barrels by running. Of course, they're like the least threatening thing in the level, so how badly you need to do that is up to you. There's our power crystal, finally. There we go. I want to say nothing to it, but that would probably be false. Yes, you are a cute kitty. So that's all the regular levels in the second warp room done. Coco just sacrificed her crystal and gem to the heavens. Let us go ahead and take on Dingodile.
Right, now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine.
No. They belong to everybody. Crystals deserve to be free. Hello, penguin. Hello, Dingodile. Come on, it's just a cute little penguin.
We're gonna make toast.
We're gonna have to butter. We're gonna make toast, he says. Nice flamethrower, laser gun, whatever the heck that thing is he got there. So, we run in circles a lot in this boss fight. Obviously, don't get hit by his napalm or whatever it is. And don't get hit by his laser beam. Before you can hit him, you need him to destroy the crystals in your way. He doesn't have to destroy all of them, just enough so that you can get in and back out. And you want to get out because he blows up. And if you're in the blast radius, you will get hit, obviously. I could have sworn it was possible just to outrun those, but I guess you do have to double back. Pay very close attention to where he's pointing that laser to, because it's one of those cases where it's easy to misestimate, especially if you move around too much. That should do. Yeah, you really only need him to shoot the laser once so you can get in there still, but I like to be safe, because if you get stuck on the crystals and you can't get out, there we go. 3 hits and he's done for.
You thrashed me, mate. No worries, but you'll soon be up against much worse.
Ladies and gentlemen, why Australia has gun control. And we get a new power-up, the double jump. To jump twice as high, press X button to jump, and then press X button again at the top to jump. Just trying to triangle to continue. Oh yes. This is definitely one of the more useful power-ups in the game. The one you get from the 4th warp room is pretty good, probably the best, but this one I would definitely say is second to that. I mean, when is a double jump not useful in a game, really? It's worth noting that there's a little bit of leeway for your timing, but you can't use it when you're coming down from a jump. Anyway, that's 2 warp rooms cleared, and we'll be moving on to this third next time. So I will see you then.